an Amber Turd is not in the Waldman statement.
Correct.
Of the 1.2 million hits that you talked about, that was 900,000, 984,000.
Well, also in my conversations with Mr. Schnell, we talked about all the words that were in the statement that also appeared. So what he wrote in his report and what I had in my conversation may not have been the same thing.
Ma'am, I don't want to hear about your conversation with Mr. Schnell.
It's part of what I relied on, and I'm allowed to talk about that.
All right, so your conversation, right?
No, I actually said it ignites the fire mostly around Mr. Depp. That was excuse me, please.
I'm sorry.
That was in context of, well, it's like a fire. If one tree burns and then more air or wind is added to it, then the next tree burns and the whole forest burns. But if that first fire hadn't started with the one tree, there would have been no loss of acreage. So you can look at it with that same analogy.
Trees burn one at a time, don't they, ma'am?
You know, I'm not a firefighter. I'm not going to go there with you. But obviously we know that a single match can cause thousands of acres to burn. So we can leave it at that.
I think I went there with you. All right, let's do this. Of those comparable actors and actresses, is there a single one who has had any press suggesting that they defecated in the marital bed?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You would agree with me that that is a negative influence with respect to Hollywood.
If one believed it, yes.
Yeah, if one believed it, you know, it was reported. Yes. Yeah,
it certainly has been discussed. We don't have any proof or video of anybody defecating on the bed.
I certainly do not have proof video of anybody defecating in a bed. I'll give you that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. But what you know is that Mr. Waldman didn't say anything about defecating in a bed.
Correct.
Right. So all of the bad publicity around that activity has nothing to do with Waldman, right?
Waldman, as you said, didn't talk about defecation.
Okay. And you haven't considered how that story has adversely impacted Miss Heard's career.
That story, you're going to ask me for a causational link between that poop story and her demise of her career? I can't. No, I'm not going to do that, nor can I.
You couldn't do it?
Can I make it? No, I can't.
Right. Jason Momoa. That's one of your comparables, right?
Yes.
He's been prominent since 1999. He was in Baywatch in 99. 44 episodes on Baywatch. Do you know that?
You can look it up if you did. I'll go with that.
Right. But you remember him on Baywatch.
Actually, I didn't watch Baywatch, but
right.
He certainly had the physique for it. So
he played Conan the Barbarian.
In TV or film?
Film.
Okay. I don't have Mr. Momoa's resume memorized, so.
No, I'm just trying to. Batman versus Superman. Dawn of Justice. Wasn't he in that as Aquaman?
I didn't see that one.
Didn't see it.
No.
He's one of the most heroic characters in the recent Dune blockbuster.
Which happened post Aquaman.
Right. In fact, likely his character.
He's not the lead, though.
No.
In Dune, no, he's not the lead.
Did you ever read Dune?
Pardon?
Did you ever read Dune?
No, but I've seen the movie.
No. Do you understand whether his character will come back from the dead in the third movie?
As again, I didn't read the book, so he might. I don't know.
We're
just talking about that one movie.
That might be a bit of a spoiler.
Oh, man. Dude.
He's one of the principal leads in the new Fast and Furious franchise movie Fast X, right?
I don't know that for sure, no.
Okay. And even before that, she was in franchise films.
Which one are you referring to?
Fast and Furious.
Excuse me, I honestly don't remember her being that as one of the main characters. I know it's The Rock and
You,
that
you,
whole
you
crew.
didn't even know she was in the Fast and Furious franchise.
I've seen it on her resume, but I didn't. Again, I'm not a fan of the Fast and Furious.
All right. Ms. Goodell played a much bigger role in the movie they were in together, the Justice League movie.
In what movie they were in together? Oh, in Justice League?
Yeah.
I haven't counted the screen time, so I can't really say.
Okay. So far, everybody we've looked at have been in more blockbuster movies than Ms. Heard.
But Miss Heard was also in the biggest blockbuster movie, and the light that shines on Jason Momoa will also shine on her. So you have to look at it in context of the biggest movie that DC
In the DC
Comics
universe.
and also one of the biggest box office films ever, probably within the top 10, because I've looked at it, right? So that light was going to shine bright.
Ana de Armas. That's another one you used.
Yes.
All right. She, most recently, I guess, in Deep Water with Ben Affleck.
I don't, again, I know some of the movies that she's been in. I don't remember about Deep Water. I don't even know if that's out yet, to be
Okay.
honest.
And she said that her breakout role was Blade Runner?
It was like the first big, studio movie that got a lot of attention. I believe that was the one that we can look at as a marker for her, sure.
Did you watch Blade Runner 2049?
I did.
Do you know what she did in the movie?
It was years ago. I don't remember exactly what she was in, what role she played, but she was in that movie, and from that, her agents used that as leverage to get her more movies.
You have no knowledge that her principal role in that movie was as a gigantic naked billboard?
Are you saying that's the only thing she was? She was a gigantic naked billboard. She wasn't in the
That's
movie.
the principal role in that movie.
I don't remember the movie well enough to know.
Okay. And
Are we talking about Batman?
yeah,
Yeah,
Batman.
sure.
All right. So the title character in that DC series has seen how many actors?
Several.
Right. Michael Keaton,
He was Batman.
Val Kilmer.
You're a movie buff, yeah.
Yeah. Christian Bale was Batman.
I think he was. You're right.
George Clooney was Batman.
Definitely.
Yeah. I guess Robert Pattinson is now Batman.
Don't know.
Okay. On Star Trek, in the Star Trek franchise, he plays Captain Kirk, right?
I don't remember exact role that he played. I didn't see it in the movie. I just know it from his resume, to be honest.
Do you know who Captain Kirk is?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Well,
But you
I know
didn't
with
know that
characters.
Chris Pine is Captain Kirk in Star Trek?
I hate to say I'm not a Star Trek fan.
Okay.